Hey guys, it's Jenny and I am doing another food grocery haul and I'm really excited about this one because I got a lot of fruit. Yeah, as usual there's dirty dishes behind me because I'm just lazy with the dishes. Um, but anyway, on the counter in front of me, which you guys can see some of it, there is a lot of fruits and a couple other things that I'm going to show you guys what I bought today. I'm going to try and remember to tell you guys the prices of stuff as I go. All of this stuff was $136.33. All of it was bought at Costco. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I'm really excited about. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to just start. I don't even know what to start with. There's so many things. I will start with the non-fruit items and we'll do the fruit last because that's the most exciting part, right? So the first thing I got was, again, one of these chia cherry lime naked juices. And I've shown these before, and I really like them. I could probably drink this whole thing for like one meal. It's really good. I probably won't do that, but it's really good. Oh yeah, and I just got back from work, which is why I'm wearing this weird, like, oversized white shirt. The next thing I got was my 3 Simply orange juice. And I drink a lot of orange juice, as I've mentioned before as well. I pretty much always buy that pack of 3 Simply orange juice when I go to Costco. My puppy wants to go outside, of course, as soon as I start filming. Come here. Want to go outside first? Anyway, um, and so I got the orange juice. I got some pasta sauce, which, as I mentioned before, I try not to just eat like straight up pasta sauce. Usually I will water it down by like blending in some fresh tomatoes or just watering it down with water or some stewed tomatoes. But these are 2 big Prego Heart Smart. They actually have lower sodium because they're the Heart Smart kind. So that's good. And those will last me a good while, I think. I got some peanut butter. This will last me for freaking ever because I don't eat that much peanut butter, but I do like to put it in some banana and ice cream sometimes and make peanut butter banana or chocolate peanut butter banana. So I got 2 giant things of the Jif extra crunchy peanut butter. I really like the crunchy kind. I haven't made it with the banana ice cream with the crunchy kind, but I have put like full peanuts in there, so this will be really good, I think. I like the crunchiness. And then, let's see. I also got these, which I've shown before, which is the mulligatawny soup, which is an Indian soup. And it says a zesty Indian style soup made of tomatoes, rice, mushrooms, and coconut cream. Stuff is really good. I actually, when I first got this, the first few times I ate it, I just, and I'll show you what it looks like. It's like a red, like that, and it's totally vegan. It's really good. When I first got it, I just tried it by putting it over rice and potatoes, and it's super good that way. And the other day I ate it just as a normal soup, and I didn't like it as much. Like, I felt like it was just too liquidy. I kind of like more of like a stew. So this is really good served over rice, even though it has some rice in it. I like to just cook rice and serve it over. It doesn't have a lot of big vegetable chunks, but you could probably cook vegetables and mix it in, and I might try that soon. But it has big mushroom pieces, and that's really good. So I like that a lot, and I got 2 packs of those because I could seriously eat this for dinner like almost every night. It's really good. I forgot to tell you the prices of stuff, but I'll tell you for the fruit. That's probably the most interesting part. I think these were $8.99 for 2 of them, so they're kind of expensive, like $4.50 each. But I usually make a large amount of potatoes or rice, and I use about half of one of these, or maybe one of these if I'm really hungry that night. So I can get anywhere from 2 to 4 meals out of these, depending on how hungry I am and how frugal I am with the soup. So I got that, and then that is all of the like packaged items, I guess, like that are not fresh fruits and vegetables. Everything after the broccoli is fruits, I think. So I got some broccoli florets. These were keep my receipt handy so I can tell you guys how much everything was. Yeah, the soups were $8.99. The broccoli was $4.59 for this pretty big bag of it. And broccoli is by far my favorite vegetable. I usually prefer to eat it cooked. I do eat it raw sometimes if I'm gonna, if I want some broccoli during the day, I would eat it raw. but most of the time I would have this cooked at dinner time. Love my broccoli. So let's get started with the exciting part, the most exciting part, the fruit. So the first thing, you guys can see the whole video here, is a honeydew melon. It's a pretty good sized one. The honeydew melon, sorry, it might take me a second to tell you the prices. Honeydew melon was $3.99 for one of them, so not too bad. And you know, it's not summertime, so melons aren't super in season. Then I also got some watermelons. You guys can see here the 2 mini watermelons, and they had the big full watermelons, and they were like $8.99 a piece, which just like, that shocks me every time I see it. I saw them there for that price a while ago, and it just seems like so much money for a watermelon. After I bought these, I thought maybe that would have been a better deal, but whatever. These 2 little watermelons were $6.49, and there's definitely less actual edible melon in here than that big one. So maybe the big one probably was a better deal, so maybe next time I'll still get one of those. I don't buy a lot of watermelon in the winter just because it's not usually as good, and it's not cheap because it's not in season. So, but I love watermelon, so sometimes I buy just these little ones just to have a little bit. So I can't wait for summertime when watermelon will be really cheap and I can just like eat it every single day because I love watermelon. It's been my favorite food since I was a kid. One of my favorite foods. So there's that. The next thing I'm going to show you are some cuties, some little clementines, and I love these. These ones look pretty good. Someone was telling me they're not really in season anymore, but I kind of feel like they have been better the last time I bought them than they were earlier in the winter. I don't know, just my preference, or maybe it's just because of the place where I live. Maybe they hadn't shipped in good ones earlier. I don't really know. But this bag of clementines was $5.99 for a bag like this. And as you guys know, everything is in US dollars. The next thing I'm going to show you is a papaya. And when I first started Rocktail 4, my mom bought a papaya, and neither of us had ever really tried it, and it was not good. Like, she cut it up, and we both did not like it. And I decided I'm going to give the papaya one more chance because they look so beautiful whenever I see people's videos and pictures on Instagram. And I think maybe it wasn't right when we cut it up. So I picked one out. I'm going to look up how to tell when it's ripe so I don't cut it too early. And I'm going to give it a second try because I really want to like fruits and I want to try them the proper way. I don't want to be like, oh, I tried that once and it was gross. I'm never going to eat it again. So I'm going to give the papaya a second chance, and we will see how it goes. This papaya was $3.49. This thing I'm really excited about. It is some plums. It says prunes on it because that's how you say it in French, and it's also in French. But it is some fresh plums, and they haven't had the plums there before when I've been there so far. So I get excited when I see new fruits. That's one thing I love about Costco is they kind of change it up. It's kind of a bummer sometimes because sometimes they won't have the thing you want, but they also have new things once in a while, and that's exciting. So the plums, I'm really excited to try those. They look really nice. Maybe I'll open them up and show you guys. They were $6.99 for this box of them, and I would say there's probably almost 20 plums in here. They're not very ripe yet, but they look really nice and dark. I'm really excited to eat those. Then I got some grapes, which I was also really excited about because so it's a big box like this of red seedless grapes. The last couple of times that I went to Costco, they had grapes, and I would look like meticulously at all the grapes, and none of them looked nice. So I was really disappointed because I wanted them so bad, but they all looked like nasty. So this time they looked pretty good. They need to be washed, but they look really nice for the most part. I mean, there's always a couple like squished ones or something in there, but they look really nice. I'm really excited because I've been wanting them for like a month or more. They also had cherries, and I almost bought them just because I was like, ooh, cherries, but I looked closely at them and they just didn't look like they were any good. Like they were kind of like wrinkly on the skin, and it's a waste of money to buy fruit that isn't ripe or properly, in season or whatever. So there's the grapes. The grapes were, how much were they? Where are my grapes? Maybe they forgot to charge me for the grapes. Oh, there they are. Okay. It was $10 for the thing of grapes, so kind of expensive. I don't really know how much they are like compared to how much they normally are, but it's a lot of grapes. So alright, the next one is some raspberries, and I had told you guys in the last video, I think, that the raspberries were like twice as much as the blackberries. This time they were not quite so expensive. The raspberries were, why is it hard to find things on this list? Okay, I think they actually did forget to charge me for the raspberries, because I do not see them on here. But I think they were the same as the blackberries, with like $4. $4.29 was for the blackberries. This time I'm pretty sure they were the same. They weren't twice as much. They actually forgot to charge me for those. I don't see them on their receipt at all. So, free raspberries, yay. Then I got some blueberries, which I have been loving, especially to take to work. You just take this thing to work and eat all of them for lunch. And I got 2 of those. They were $4.99 each. So there's one. There's another one. And they look really good. I'll show you guys up close because they're really big ones. They had a ton of packets of them. And I was looking at some of them, and some of them were like really small and like, which is fine. Like small ones aren't bad, but these ones are like big fat blueberries. I love these. So and I've been talking in my Roswell 4 group on Facebook about blueberries the other day, and people in Australia saying they're super expensive there. So here, this was $10 for 1,000 grams, 1,020 grams. Or 1 pound, 2 pounds and 4 ounces of blueberries for $10. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. And blueberries are like grown here normally. Now Ferris wants to come back inside. Sorry, I'm probably not gonna edit this out because I'm lazy. I can upload it faster if I don't. Anyway, so I got those blueberries. I'm really excited. I'm probably gonna eat blueberries or the grapes, like right after I film this. And then, as usual, I normally get the blackberries, and they were $4.29, as I said. Still really nice big blackberries. They pretty much always have nice blackberries so far. Some of the other things aren't always super nice looking, but the blackberries definitely. The raspberries aren't like the prettiest raspberries I ever saw, but they look pretty decent. So, some of them are kind of squished in there. So yeah. And then lastly, I got a bunch of bananas. By a bunch, I don't mean one bunch. I mean a lot. So I got 6 bunches of bananas. They are all bright green. I don't need to show you all 6 of them. But yeah, they're all bright green, so they have to ripen up. I still have some frozen ones, so that's good. And then the last thing I got was 3 pineapples, and this one is looking nice and yellow. Probably let it ripen up a little bit more, but I'm not sure. This looks really good. Smells good. And yeah, I just used up my last pineapple this morning for breakfast, and I've really been liking pineapple lately. I don't know why. I like them. I like cutting them up. The way I cut them takes a lot of time, and it's just an activity that I can like. I usually like watch YouTube videos or something and like cut up my pineapple. So I got 3 of those, and that is the last of it. So this video got pretty long. I will let you guys go. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.